do you expect from yourself this year versus last year? You got a little taste last year, maybe some players in the Notre Dame game. Forceful. What will you demand of yourself, especially with Henning so far at that end?
Well, shout out to Henny. That's the OG for me. I mean, talking to Coach K, like, one thing that I expressed to him was that I wasn't very confident in myself. As far as like the plays and everything, like, it was just so much and so new to me. It's just being able to just acclimate myself into that, but also being able to see Henny and learn from Henny gave me a jump start to this year. I feel like. But yeah, like last year, I just feel like, I was just there to make sure that I could support the guys in front of me. But now it's just like, I am the guy in front of me now. So now it's just being able to be confident, be a leader with New and Mullins, which is like my brothers. Me and Mullins are from the same place. Me and New live together, so it's just we're real close. So yeah, just being confident in my play.
When you say confident, do you mean in your knowledge of the playbook, or confident in saying to yourself, I haven't done this yet, so I'm not sure whether I can beat this guy or make this play?
Yeah. So I mean, in practice, I feel like I go crazy sometimes, and I have a lot of success. But I feel like the confidence should be in the playbook and understanding the agenda of what we're trying to accomplish, because once I understand that, then I can play freely. So I feel like once I get the knowledge, the ability to play will come.
In terms of what are you seeing from James and just how the steps he took last year, coming off an injury and heading into this season, and expectations you have for him?
Well, James, one thing he did was stay in the weight room. He had great PR numbers, really good PR numbers. He's a long kid. He's a great person. He's smart. So, he's just going to be a great piece to the defense, honestly. I don't really know. I don't want to put things into words, but just know that James is that. Yes, sir.
How does your game talk to this? That's okay. How do your skill sets and his skill sets complement each other?
Well, James is a little bit like I feel like he's more power orientated, where I'm more speed. So, yin and yang. You know what I'm saying?
And Keeanu talks about maybe becoming more of a leader, taking another step there. Have you already seen that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Being a starter as a freshman already kind of puts that on your back. Even Herbie G, Nick Herbig has been kind of being pushed into that role as well. So he's doing a great job. He's been leading by example. Now he has to be a little bit more verbal about it. And I do everything I can to aid him, as far as making sure that I uphold him to that, or uphold my other teammates around him to what he's saying.
It's only been a few practices, but can you notice a difference in the offensive line? How it's being coached technique-wise with the new guys?
If you know Coach Bo, you know how he is. He's a tough guy. So not that Coach Rudy wasn't, but it's a little bit amplified, if you know what I mean. But the O-line they're a bunch of nice guys. They definitely need Coach Bo. Not to say that they're not tough, but you know what I mean? Coach Bo is a great O-line coach. He's a great coach in general. And those guys are real coachable people. So, they've been getting better. They've been more strategic about beating us, and it's been real fun. So, yeah.
Right.
Ross said that he's seen you grow your maturity, take that next step. Do you see that as well, and where does that come from? Just being in the system, being a coach?
Well, first off, I love this place. Wisconsin is that. Yeah, I feel like this place builds Renaissance men. We have great athletes, great students. Coach K talks about the off-the-field stuff just as much as he does on the field stuff. And he's forced me to become somewhat of a man. He holds me to standards that I wouldn't hold myself to, and that I know now that I know I can accomplish those standards, it's an everyday thing for me now. So yeah, Coach K's really been helping me develop as a person rather than just a football player.
I know it's you and James and Isaiah have had predominantly the reps last year and in previous years. Who behind y'all do you feel can step up into that 2 deep or be contributors at the end position?
Everybody, honestly. The thing that we said last year between Hendog and me and Isaiah and James and Keeanu and Bryson, there will be no drop off. So, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So we make sure Kurt is making sure that he's taking his right step. Ben Barton is narrowing up his stance. Townsend is playing with extension, like little stuff like that, and they do that likewise. You know, if I'm messing up, my footwork's wrong, they critique me as well. We just all got to be coachable amongst each other and hold each other to that standard, if you know what I'm saying.
You mentioned Isaac. Obviously, he transferred last year. Didn't see much of him last season. But what do you think he can give you guys?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, he's a fast, strong kid. Like, really strong, really fast. I mean, he adds another body, another person. I mean, he's a great player, and he's still learning because I believe he was an outside backer before. So, I mean, it's a little bit different being in the B gap, and he's been great. He's been coachable. He's been doing the right thing. So, I feel like he's still learning, and he's open to learning. So, I mean, he can contribute in any way he wants to. It's up to Isaac, really.